Me and my buddy Tyler have our next 3 days off of work, and we're going to spend that time turkey hunting.
Missouri turkey doesn't open for 3 weeks.
That's a good point.
Tyler's right, and since we aren't about to poach turkeys out of season, we need another option. Fortunately, turkey season would open the next day in a different state, so we packed up and hit the road.
All right, it's March 24th. We just got to Nebraska. Most of our hunting options right now are public ground.
The problem is, it's archery season, and Tyler will need to be able to draw his bow back without a turkey seeing him. Turkeys have 3 times better vision than humans, and in early spring, limited underbrush makes it difficult to conceal the required arm movement of drawing a bow. To solve this problem, we brought something called a ground blind.
But when you're hunting with your bow and when you're hunting early season, you don't have a lot of cover, so we're going to set up this blind.
This blind is sweet. I think it's going to really help us stay concealed.
We spend the night in our mobile home and hop in the blind the next morning.
Turkeys gobbling out in front of us. We've got our decoys out front. Things can get interesting here pretty quick.
Evidently, our blind was in a good spot because a whole flock of turkeys was roosted 150 yards from us. At first, they didn't seem very interested in our decoys and headed straight for the neighbor's property.
Okay, so this is where things start to go wrong. First of all, there's 4 legal turkeys in the camera frame whenever Tyler takes the shot. The one that he decides to shoot at is right behind the crossbar of the blind, so I'm not going to get a good video of the kill shot. Second of all, we're in a blind for the first time, and it feels like we're extremely exposed to these turkeys, even though the bottom half of our body is very well concealed. So when Tyler goes to draw back his bow, the turkeys get a little bit nervous, and it causes Tyler to rush the shot a little bit. Now if you take a look at the secondary angle of the shot, you can tell pretty well where Tyler hit this turkey. And the arrow enters about 4 inches down from the back on the turkey. But if you look at a picture of the anatomy of a full strut turkey, you can tell that there is absolutely nothing in that area. It's all just feathers. And we could clearly tell that the turkey was fine after the shot. It actually was gobbling a couple minutes later.
It looks pretty darn clean.
Yeah, I'd say that turkey's fine.
Yeah.
We cut our losses and quickly moved our blind to a new spot for an evening hunt.
Took the time there. Did you like that?
We're proud of you, Tyler.
We're back on a piece that we walked through yesterday. Yesterday when we were walking through it, on the way out, we got up to an edge of a field, saw a group of turkeys. Somehow they didn't see us. We watched the turkeys strut around and fly up and roost. If they do come back and do exactly what they did yesterday, we'll be set up in the perfect spot. It's going to be boom or bust. Either they're going to show up or there's not going to be anything. So
We sit there for 2 hours, hoping the turkeys repeat what they did the night before.
the nice thing is I just feel like we can sit here. We don't even have to like call or anything.
I know. Finally, Tyler spots some movement out in the tall grass.
They kind of just strutted up there for a while. I don't know if they saw our decoys and didn't like them or what happened. Maybe they just didn't plan on coming down here and they flew up further down. But
The next 2 days sucked and we had 0 action.
And that's why they call it hunting, not killing.